So we got a package in the mail. We're gonna see what it is. We always love getting packages. Thank you so much, Sherry. We greatly appreciate it. It's so cute. Cool. It is a nylon halter. So open them up in a minute and see what size it is. You can always use halters around here.
So we have some new panels here at the shelter. We're replacing the fencing in our quarantine facility. And our quarantine color is red. And so the red panels will do great in quarantine. Shelter. The little minis from last month's auction are out of quarantine now. So they are going down to the shelter where they can have people look at them for adoption and stuff. I'm getting the first load off the trailer. Alright, we got some gates unloaded. They're coming off. There he goes. So if you wonder where I've been while it's been pouring rain and they're unloading panels, I've been standing under the gooseneck, just documenting everything for y'all.
Donkeys to their new home.
Aww. Sarah's just getting all the information into the adoption packet for the adopters. We are on our way to the auction. We hope to rescue about 20 horses, and with your help, I know we can do it. We have no idea what type of horses we'll be rescuing tonight because we don't know until we get to the auction and see how many horses there are and how critical they are. So we're going to be just going through the auction, looking at all the different horses. There's always some that it just pulls at our heartstrings, like we have to rescue those, but we just try to rescue as many as we can within that slaughter price range. So it's gonna be a long night. Hopefully the auction doesn't get over until midnight, and then I gotta send an email out to all you folks and so you can see what happens. So it's gonna be a very busy day. Hey everyone, we are at the auction. And I am working on an email and editing the pictures that Jason and Tina are sending me so I can send them out so our supporters can see what horses are at the auction. And through this video, you're going to see kind of a more in-depth of our process rescuing horses. So we're not going to do a lot of filming inside the auction because we've already done that with some Horse Rescue Heroes and they're very generous to allow us to come in and film in there. So if you want to see what it's like to be in an auction and us rescuing horses, watch episode 5 of Horse Rescue Heroes, the auction rescue episode, and I'll go into full detail about what it's like in the auction. But right now we're just getting pictures. I'm going to send it out to everyone so they can see what's going on. And then tomorrow morning we'll do the initial intake process here at the auction. So they'll get ID tags. We'll be taking notes to send back to our shelter so the medical team can be ready with what they need. And it's just a process. So I think I know a lot of people have questions about our auction rescues. How do you do it? What are you doing? And so I hope this video will explain some of that process, because we try to raise about $1,000 a horse that we rescue, and some people are like, $1,000 a horse, that's a lot of money. And yes, it is, but slaughter prices can be up to 50 cents a pound, and then they have to be transported back to our shelter. They get a host of vaccinations and antibiotics and deworming medicine, and so that's quite costly. It's on average about $250 gelding operations, and then there's the quarantine process for 30 days, and then they go on to have training with our trainers and sheltering while they're looking for their new home. So it's quite the process. And so through experience we found we need $1,000 to responsibly rescue and shelter each horse we get from auction. So it's going to be a journey I think you'll like to follow and see what the process is with the auction rescues we do. I'm super happy because Jason's back and he's typing for me, so we can get this email sent out. And he brought me videos of a horse that's in really, really bad shape. So he's going to go back in and and see if we can get that horse before the sale, just because a lot of times traders and kill buyers realize that we want a particular horse, they will bid that horse up quite a bit when it goes in the auction ring. So we're gonna have the opportunity to purchase this horse. How much did he say he'd sell it for?
He wants $350.
$350, and that's within the slaughter price range. So we definitely want to try to get this horse. It's in really rough shape. Alright, I finally got the email published, and I'm putting a blog up on our Facebook page and a few more pictures, and then I get to go into the auction. So if I can get this done before the horses start selling.
He's great. They won't let him have the papers. He's 8 years old. I tell you, I don't know if you've seen him ride up there. This horse rides. Now let's go.
Gotta wait till they're done. Okay, we got some donkeys, as you can hear, and a bunch of other horses. We rescued over 20 tonight, so thanks to your support. Couldn't have been possible without you. And so we actually were checking out for the horses we bought, and then we were checking our fundraiser, and thanks to your support we were able to go back and rescue some more horses and hire another trailer. This is one of our pens. Alright, so there's a bunch of them in one pen. We're gonna try to divide them out a little bit just so they got in time for the night. They're still selling horses, but these ones are safe.
So when we got done with all the auction, we came back here to check on our horses. There's probably about 22 crammed in one pen. So we just got done moving them and sorting them so that there was maybe 5 per pen, and they weren't so cram packed in there.
Back here all by himself because he is a stallion. Hi. He is a Tennessee walking show horse in Stags. So we're just heading out to our truck. It's a big semi. It'll be loading up with horses here pretty soon. When you've seen that happen multiple times, you just don't want to be around for it when there's nothing you can do. So we are headed out to get a few hours of sleep, and then we will be back here in the morning
And early.
and get them back to our shelter. We're at the auction. It looks like the slaughter horses were the last ones to load up last night. They close that off and they bring them through here. And run them up this ramp. And there's a big semi here last night. After every auction, we get the horses settled down. Auctions get over really late at night, at least this one does. And we come out the next morning. We do an initial intake on the horses, so we're looking to see if they have injuries. We give them their ID tags, we take photos of them. We send all that information back to our shelter, so when we arrive with the horses, our intake team knows how to proceed. The veterinarian knows, okay, we have a critical horse coming in, and that way we can get these horses the fastest care possible, because when you're intaking 27 horses in a day, you have to have all your ducks in a row. I'm a nice person. I'm not gonna hurt you. You like the apple. Much more? I like to share. There you go. So we need hand warmers. It's cold. So we use sheep IDs tags. We just put them in their mane. That way we've got a permanent number at our shelter with them. You gave me an apple earlier.
Okay, silly.
Back a little bit.
Not like that.
She does not like that. This guy has a lot of lameness issues. It could be because his feet are a mess. That's not good. We're gonna give her an orange tag, so when she's at our shelter, she'll be a priority for the vet to look at. Wow.
You can go ahead and grab the gate there for 2 minutes. Yeah. walking for you. It holds its leg up in pain, and last night I was seeing him reach back and bite his injury on his leg, probably just from a lot of discomfort and pain.
This horse is really foundered, and just every step this horse takes is agony. This horse is a standard bred, so he was raced in the kart racing, and that's his number tied to his registration, so we'll be able to find out who he is. Maybe a little bit of history on him, but his legs are so messed up.
But this is a little filly that pretty much got weaned from her mother last night.
I take pictures of their auction tag and our tag, and that's sent back to our shelter so we can start getting files and everything ready for them. So it's total coincidence, but the number with us is 50, and then the last 2 digits of the auction number is 50, so.
That's pretty sad when a horse is skinny enough that they have a shelf on their back to hold the glue part.
Hey! Feet on the ground. Okay, what are you doing? That's rude.
Eileen, for a second, you catch the horse.
Well, I was just gonna scratch her, at least to get her comfortable with me, and then she just stood here. I always call them boys or girls, and I never know what I'm catching. Skinny, so we could use some groceries, but...
So last night, we couldn't rescue more horses. We stopped. We were like, okay, we're at 20. We can't rescue more. And then Jason was in the office paying for them, and we checked the fundraiser, and we were able to rescue more horses. So I told Tina, I'm like, quick, get back in there. And she won the bid on this horse, and 3 more we got. And we were able to hire another trailer to help transport. So it's all thanks to your donations, because it may not seem like, oh, I should give a donation, but when we're at auctions, we're depending on these donations to help rescue these horses, and it really does make a difference. Looking up here, his bridle path was trimmed back. That's very common with Arabian show horses. His mane is just, feels like silk. So somebody was taking really good care of him up to a while ago, and then he ended up in the wrong places and got really skinny, but he's super sweet. How old are you, buddy? Oh, he's just a baby. You're like 3-4 years old.
He's like, quit that.
There's no kisses. It is. It's a treat. He's such a sweet pony.
He's like, go away.
Aww.
Crazy lady, go away.
One thing we didn't post out publicly last night is we rescued a big lick horse in Stacks. So this horse would have been trained to do the big lick, and associated with that is soaring. So they put diesel oil, mustard oil, anything that would cause irritation to the skin. They put it on their pasterns. They'll wrap their pasterns with saran wrap, let those chemicals sink in, and then they will put a chain around their pastern with these stacks, and when they move, the horse flinches. Go outside, they can't live a life a horse should, because they're stuck in high heels, basically.
We're gonna get you help.
Sometimes we run them in. It just depends on the group of horses and what they're used to. So when we're moving them around, we're kind of evaluating, are these horses that are going to want to follow somebody, or are they horses that have been bounced around so much they just want to be herded down, a situation that's less stressful for them. So this is big. Alright, we're coming back. There's an accident on the road. People made it.
737.
Today's auction number was
3647.
I don't think it's, you can take the pan off and let it drain. Maybe start down.
You want to hold off?
Yeah.
Alright, sure.
I don't know. That's
He's a little
recoverable.
bit older than
What do you
12,
think,
but
Doc?
it's up to y'all. Comment on it.
I'm trying not to, because I just ate.
So did I. Yeah, but you probably. I mean, I think the coffin was like right there, isn't it?
His hoof's gonna come off. Come up. I can still stay there farther down.
Underneath the horse is underneath and on top.
Poor guy. Just watch her. She does not always stay on the ground. So this horse did get sedated. Just she was the one rearing this morning at the auction, and we didn't want anyone to get hurt. So the vet sedated her, and we're just giving her all her vaccines now.
See all this right here?
Yeah,
All that'll slough off, so it'll probably get a little bit bigger.
before it gets better. 850.
It's super, very Arabian. It's like extra. I think it's too much.
I think those, see there's your, that's a baby tooth right there. But I don't think these are coming in. These got kicked and they're not coming in. He's got,
That's a bad time.
yeah. That is not the greater throat cancer.
Yeah.
Big word today.
I'm just doing a hard time with the small words today.
It's definitely found there, but usually donkeys,
Do pretty good with it.
yeah, donkeys come back really quick.
A lot of times, ooh, that's a bloody hand. A lot of times they try to twitch the ear to hold an animal to get it to restrain it. If they do that, twitch it too much, they can paralyze the ear.
So he's
You
lucky.
see one that's got the ear down like that.
So she's lucky.
I think it's confirmation. Look how straight he is.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he straight on that side too?
He is.
She's very spazzy. She's supposed to be registered at 12. So a lot of people are unsure of what happens during our intake process, and the horses get vaccinations, deworming, microchipping. It costs roughly the intake per horse $250. For the veterinarians to evaluate, we have 2 veterinarians here today, we have 2 farriers, and these horses are getting everything they need. So just the initial intake, about $250 per horse, is what we're looking at with all the vaccines and medication they need right off the bat.
And then it will bite you.
So this little guy's getting gelded. He's such a cute little guy. And now he's gonna be a cute little gelding.
This is donkey recovery. He just got gelded and he's gonna hang out on the bale of hay. super loose.
Yep.
You're super loose. Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, the bolt cutter's a good idea there.
Like for real or like anything else?
Yeah, they strew them through here, here, and here.
Poor child.
There you go.
4.5 pounds for one.
Put a paddle on. And it's wider so they can nail it. Like since they were a little kid.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference is.